Hello, my name's Emma from the University of Hull, and I'd like to invite you to take action for nature on World Environment Day, which this year is the 5th of June 2020. And one thing that we could do to take action for nature is to find out what wildlife is living in our local area and to share those findings. So I'm going to take a short exploration in my local area and see what I can find, and I'd like to invite you to do the same in your local area.
Here's some of the equipment you might like to have to help you. First, something to collect your animals in. I'm using an old ice cream tub. A spoon or a paintbrush to pick animals up with. A chart to help you identify what you find. I'm using this one from the RSPB, which you can find a link to in the video description. And a recording sheet to make a note of all the things that you find. You might also find it useful to have a telephone or a camera so that you can take photos of the animals that you find, and we can use those photos to share our findings online.
Okay, so I'm going to start my exploration and I'm going to be looking for invertebrates, so small animals like butterflies, moths, caterpillars, woodlice and that sort of thing. And they're really easy to look for in somewhere like a park or perhaps in your garden if you have one. So what kind of places might we look for these animals? Okay, so now I'm back at home and I've got all the photographs of the animals that I found on my exploration, and it's time to share those via the internet, and we're going to use a website called iNaturalist.
Here we are on the homepage of iNaturalist.org, and this is where we can share our findings in a community project. The first time you visit, you'll need to set up a profile, and then you can go to Community and Projects. And here you'll be able to search for our project, which is called the THYME Bioblitz. And a bioblitz is where you look for as many different species as you can. So if you click on the project, you'll then be able to join it and start adding observations. So I'm going to add an observation now. I'm going to go to the Upload button on the top right corner, and I'm going to add a photograph of a bee that I found in my garden. I don't know what kind of bee it was, so I'm just going to put bee in the name. Because I found it in my garden, I'm going to obscure the location, and then I want to add it to the THYME Bioblitz project and save my observation. And then I can head to the project and I can see all the different observations that people have been making. And other users of the iNaturalist community might help to identify your observations and tell me, for example, what kind of bee it was that was visiting this flower in my garden.
Thank you for joining me looking for invertebrates in my local area. I hope you find lots of animals near you, and please share your findings in our iNaturalist project.